Hi there. So this is a Sculpt Fusion 45, which is a 45-minute full body workout. I do have the ball at ankle weights on. Of course, these are optional. You can do everything without any weights or any equipment. Always listen to your body, take breaks as needed, do what feels right for you. And we'll start on our back. So just lay flat. Arms long by your side, legs heavy and wide, and take a few moments just to settle in, check in with your body from head to toe, and notice how you're feeling in your muscles, your joints, your energy level. And begin to connect with your breath. Take a long breath in through the nose. And cleansing exhale, just let something go from your mind. And with every inhale, expand the belly, let the ribs expand too. Side ribs, back ribs. And then exhale, contract the abdominal muscles. And we have different parts of our abdominals, the lower pelvic floor area, navel to spine, and then the upper abdominals and the bottom ribs. So every time you inhale, let everything expand. And then as you exhale, contract, pull the low belly in, the mid belly, navel to spine, and the bottom ribs down. And we'll use our core strength throughout the entire class. So just be mindful of, again, how your breath powers up your core. And take one more full round of breath. And then find some movement in your body. Wiggle your fingers, your toes, circle your ankles, your wrists. Take a good morning stretch. And draw your knees into your heart. Give yourself a loving squeeze. Rock side to side, massage your low back. And now just lift your shoulder blades off the floor, curl into a tiny little ball. And as you inhale, expand, arms long, legs long, feel the belly button draw down and in. And as you exhale, just round and dome, lift your shoulder blades a little higher off the mat. Inhale to expand. Exhale, round and dome. And continue on your own. Go at a pace that works for you. Again, inhaling to lengthen and exhaling to curl. If this is tender in your low back or your low back is lifting, you would just keep your legs a little higher to the sky or maybe not extend them quite as far. So again, always doing what's right for you. We'll do two more. And one more. Good, pause here, lift your chest a little bit higher. And then just rest your head down. Again, rock your legs side to side. Now bring your legs to tabletop, flex your feet. Take your fingertips behind your head, lift your shoulder blades back off the floor, and just lift up, lower halfway down, right into some ab work. Exhaling as you lift, inhaling as you lower. Drive your belly button down towards your mat. Keep your elbows nice and wide, and an apple of space between your chin and your chest. So always being gentle on the spine, the neck. Just four more. Three more. Last two. Right to slow bicycle side to side. Go right for two, hold. Switch sides left for two and hold. Again, switch, hold. Switch, hold. Exhaling as you switch, inhaling through center. Now single counts, side to side. Again, keep your legs a little higher to the sky if that feels better in your back. Energize even your feet, your toes. Reach a little longer every time for four. Last three, use your breath. Just two. And last one. Rest your head, hug your knees back into your heart, rock side to side. And then hold on to your hamstrings, rock and roll forward and back the length of your mat. Just get a little massage up and down your spine. And after your next one, cross your ankles, plant your palms, step into a plank pose. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, all 10 fingers spread really wide. Press the earth away. Firm your quads and lengthen the tailbone towards your heels. So you're lifting your hip pointers up towards the bottom ribs. Pull your bottom ribs in. And gaze down without dropping the head. Take one more inhale. Exhale, tabletop. Bring your knees to your mat. And inhale to cow pose. Let your belly fall. Lift your gaze. This should feel like a nice stretch after those bit of abs. And then exhale, round and dome, chin to chest, navel in. And again, inhale to cow, belly falls. And exhale, cat, round and dome. Move through a few more of those on your own with your breath. Add any other movements that feel good or needed in your body, even some wrist or ankle circles. And slowly back to a neutral spine. Take a breath in. Exhale, walk your hands forward, press your heart to the mat, just opening the body right now, stretching into your chest, your shoulders. And then slowly walk your hands back in under your shoulders. Take a breath in. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your knees to hover above the mat, and scoop the belly in, press the earth away. You should feel your lower abs. Pull the belly button in and then close the rib cage. So again, always focusing on every part of our abdominals. Take one more inhale. Back to plank as you exhale. Just step your feet back, pause. Full breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips, pedal out your feet, and just get a really nice stretch through your calves, your hamstrings. And now shift back to a plank pose. Tap your toes side to side. So right and left, right and left, keeping the hips still, right in line with your shoulders. You can draw the belly button in. Start to feel your heart rate rise, just warming the body. 4 more. 3 more. 2. Last one, hold here, take a breath in. As you exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Tops of your feet to the mat. Soften your shoulders down. Take your fingertips light behind your head. Look down, inhale. As you exhale, just lift up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, warming the spine. If this doesn't feel good in your shoulders, you can fly your arms down by your side as an option. Not here for long, just 4. 3. Last 2. And 1, hold it up, take a big inhale. And exhale, slowly release, press into your palms, child's pose. Draw your knees wide, big toes touch, get a big stretch. And full breath in. Slow breath out. Rise up, take a seat at the top of your mat. And extend your legs forward, flex your feet, soften your knees. Reach for the sky as you inhale. Exhale, hinge with a flat back and fold over the legs. And we'll roll slowly up and down our mat, palms to the sky. Flex your feet, keep your legs really strong and active. Lower down 1 vertebra at a time as you inhale. And exhale, rise without momentum. Again, finding that length at the top and then just fold over the legs. And again, inhale as you lower piece by piece. And exhale as you lift with control, finding that length at the top, hinge, and then fold. This should feel really nice through your spine. And again, activating the abdominals. You can always slow it down. And you can always find your own pace in everything we do. And we'll do 2 more here. Again, drive your navel down as you lift, trying to take any momentum out of it. Inhales to lower. Exhale to lift. Last one here. Find that extra big stretch at the top. And now simply lower all the way down to your back. And bring your feet to the floor, warming into your glutes, into your hamstrings. Press into the feet, lift your hips, and just lower your hips and lift the hips. So glute bridges, squeezing your glutes at the top. We're still keeping our abdominals contracted. Your ribs are pulling in, navel in. Lift and lower, lift and lower. You can push your finger into your glute muscle. Feel the muscle contract, squeeze to lift. Up and down, lift and lower. We'll be here for a little bit. Now hold it up, little pulses at the top, just lift. Lift, so smaller range of movement. Again, squeezing your muscle like a rock at the top. Feeling the hamstring muscle, which is the back of the thigh, and then the glute muscle. Keep going, just send your right leg to the sky. Point your toe here like you're trying to poke your big toe through the ceiling. Lift and lift. You'll feel more left hamstring, left glute. Keep your right leg as straight as you can. Notice if the right hip wants to drop. Keep the right hip in line with the left. 4 more. 3, 2, hold it up. Take a breath in. As you exhale, right foot comes down, left leg lifts. Again, little pulses, just lift. Straighter, stronger through the left leg. Feel the left quad engage. Again, reaching your left big toe to the sky. Keep your ankle over your knee, over your hip. Feel right hamstring, right glute. Lift a little bit more, just for 4, 3, 2, hold it up, breathe in. Exhale, bring your foot down. Again, just lower your hips and lift your hips. Down and up, down and up. Really squeeze at the top. Now hold it up, close the knees, in, back to center, in, back to center, squeeze, back to parallel, squeeze, back to parallel. Keep your hips up, warming into the inner thighs. Abs are tight, gaze is up. Maybe close your eyes if that feels good. Last 30 seconds here. Squeeze, resist, squeeze, resist. Hold it center, just lift to finish. Float your heels off the floor, let your hips come up a little bit higher. Squeeze every time you lift. 16 counts, that's it, almost there. 8 more here, last 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, hold it up, take a breath in. And exhale, slowly lower down for a moment. Let your knees butterfly open. Flip the palms up to receive. Take a big breath in. And exhale, let it go. Draw your knees into your heart. Again, give a gentle squeeze, rock side to side. And then grab for your hamstrings, rock and roll all the way up and over into plank pose. So right back to your plank. Wide arm push-ups. Take your hands wider than your shoulders. Starting with 2 counts. Go down for 2, up for 2. Down for 2, up for 2. You're using your core strength as much as your upper body strength. One more slow. Down, down. Good. Now single counts, option to lower your knees to the floor. Lower and press. Full range of motion. Sometimes with the knees down, you can get a little more out of the muscles because you get more range of motion. So you're bending your elbows even more. 4 more. 4. Abs are tight. 3. Big exhale as you press. 2. Last one. Press back to child's pose. And take a full inhale. And a slow exhale. Rise right back up to your plank. Shoulders over wrists. Now walk your feet together, side plank. Your left hand stays down. Reach your right arm to the sky. You can always bring your left knee down to the ground under the hip here if that feels better in your body. Option to add on, take your right arm forward, lift the right leg, pull your elbow to knee. So you're squeezing in, reach, squeeze, and reach. 4 more here. 4. Exhaling as you pull elbow to knee. 3. Last 2. Last one, pause in your side plank or reach up, inhale. Back to plank pose, exhale again, pull the belly in. Other side, right hand stays down, inhale, your left arm lifts. Go where you did on the previous side. Elbow to knee. Again, you can always bring the bottom knee to the ground. Squeeze, reach, squeeze, reach. 4 more here, last 4. Just 3, 2. Good, last one, hold your side plank, inhale. Back to plank pose, exhale. Take 1 more deep breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Long breath in. And slow breath out. Look forward, just walk your feet all the way to the top of your mat. Take the feet a little wider, pause for a stretch. Bend your knees a lot, belly to thighs, grab opposite elbows. Slow your heart rate. Getting a little out of breath, trying to do this while I talk. And shake out your head, yes and no. And reach your hands behind your back, interlace your palms. Let your arms draw forward. And take 1 more inhale. And exhale, release. Soften the knees, chin to chest, roll up 1 piece at a time. Roll your shoulders back at the top, right into a lunge series, working our quads, glutes, keeping our core really strong. Step your right foot back, or keep your right foot forward, step your left foot back. Start just by rolling the shoulders back and bringing your palms together at your heart. Simple lunge, just lower and lift. Inhale down, exhale up. 1 point of focus for balance. Press through the right heel. Feel your quad and your right glute. Notice if you start to grip your right toes, lighten up any gripping. Bring your back knee almost to hover above the floor as long as that feels okay in your knee. And again, just be sure your knee stays over your right heel rather than pushing over your toes. So you always want to protect the knee joint. 4 more here. 4, 3, 2. Now hold it down, little pulses. Start to extend the arms forward. You can always bring them back to your chest or even to your hips. This just works the shoulder muscles a little more. Lift the elbows, relax your fingertips. Little pulse, pulse, pulse. Now slow it down. Go down a little lower, up just a little bit. Down a little lower, up a little bit. 2 more like that. Down a little lower, chest up, little bit. Down a little lower, adding a curtsy lunge. Go to the side and back. You're not here for long. Side and back. Start to really burn into that right quad, right glute. 4 more here, last 4. Just 3. Last 2. Good. Last one, back to your lunge. Pause here. Float your right heel off the floor. Just hold. Send your arms to the sky and hold. Sit a little lower in your legs. Take one more big inhale. As you exhale, lower the right heel. And now just rise to the top of your space. Shake it out for a moment. All right, other side. You know what's coming. Left foot forward. Now giant step back with the right foot. Again, all 10 toes are facing forward. Tuck the hips a little bit under to activate the low belly. Support your low back. Shoulders are right over your hips. Again, draw your ribs down and in. So we're keeping our abs super solid to protect our spine. Palms at heart to start. Simple lunge. Just lower and press. Inhale down, exhale, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift. You're pushing through the left heel. Again, keep your knee behind your toes. Chest is up, thinking of your best posture. Imagine you had a thread from the crown of your head just pulling you up. Down and lift, down and lift. Just 4 more here. 4, 3, adding that pulse in 2. Hold it down, little pulse. This is where it starts to burn. Left quad, left glute, chest up, abs in. Take the arms forward if you want a little more. Just like you're hugging a beach ball or a tree, rounded elbows. Now slow it down. Go down a little lower, up a little bit. You're almost there. Down a little lower, up a little bit. 2 more, slow down, down, up, and up, down, down. Adding the curtsy. Take it to the side and back, to the side and back. It's just a little step. Firing up your left quad. Push through your left heel. 4 more. You got it. 3, breathing. 2. Last one, back to your lunge. Find your balance. Float your left heel off the floor. Now send your arms to the sky. Sit a little deeper in your legs. You're not here for long, just a few seconds. Lift the heel a little higher, sit a little lower, take 1 more inhale. And exhale, arms come forward, heel down, rise up. And again, just shake it out for a moment. Bring your feet all the way together. Interlace your palms. Press your palms forward as you lower. And then press them all the way to the sky as you lift. Find that nice length. So a little faster. Press forward and up. You're bending into your knees like a chair. Send your hips back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Weight is in the heels of the feet. Squeeze your inner thighs in. Again, keep your abs nice and tight, just getting the heart rate up a little bit. Sit a little lower. Reach a little higher. 4 more here. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Hold it down. Bring your palms to your heart. Find a little pulse. Pulse. Keep pulsing, lift your right heel off the floor, send your left hip back. Now switch sides, right heel down, left heel up, hug the right hip in. Now counts of 4, lift right for 4, 3, 2, switching sides, go left for 4, 3, 2, counts of 2, switch right for 2, left for 2, again, right for 2, left for 2, single counts, lift right and left, squeeze your calves, sit a little lower, just 8 to go, last 8, final 6, just 4, 3, 2, both heels lift, find your balance, reach your arms forward, take 1 more inhale, and exhale, lower down again, rise up, roll your shoulders back. Now step into a wide second, so bring your heels in, toes out, bend your knees, take a few moments here, just open into the hips. And we all have different turnouts. Just keep your hips, knees, ankles, and toes going in one direction. Sit a little lower in your legs. Reach your arms forward. Again, you can always keep your palms at your heart or your hands on your hips. From here, just little down, little up. Down an inch, up an inch. Chest up, abs in. Little down, little up. Good. Keep going, lift your right heel off the floor. Feeling a little more in the inner thighs, tops of the thighs. Chest up, keeping your best posture. Lift the sternum up. Switch sides. Left heel up, little down, little up, little down, little up. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Now we'll alternate, lift right and left, right and left, keeping your hips nice and low. Again, feeling the burn in the tops of the thighs. You lift and lift and lift. 4 more here, last 4. Just 3, lift the heels higher, 2. Now both heels lift, just hold. Send your arms to the sky, hold. Sit a little lower, take a breath in. As you exhale, arms come forward, heels down, straighten the legs. Now just bend and lift. As you lift, squeeze your thigh muscles in. Now flip your palms up. As we lift, we pull it back. You press and pull. It's like you're handing someone a tray and then you're taking it back. Draw your shoulder blades in. Feel your biceps in your anterior deltoid, the front of the shoulder as you press forward. Press and pull. Inhale out, exhale in. Just getting the heart rate up a little. Again, you can slow it down. You can also speed it up. Just be mindful of your form. Form is always number 1. 4 more. 3, 2. Good. Last one here. Hold it down. Arms are forward. Bend your elbows. Little press. Just press it up. Keep going as you press your thighs back. It's a little mind-body challenge. You're pressing up with the arms as you're pressing back through your outer thighs. So you're pushing your knees to the wall behind you. Press it a little lower. Outer thigh, outer glute, bicep and shoulder. Press, press, press. 4 more here, last 4, sit a little lower. 3, 2, hold it here, palms face in. Now you open and squeeze. Try to get the elbows in. Sit a little lower. Working into your chest, your shoulders. Since we don't have weights on the upper body today, squeeze actively through the chest. It's amazing what we can actually contract with our muscle when we put our mind there. There's so much you can do with that weight to really strengthen the body and create that definition. Sit a little lower. 4 more. 3, 2. Bring your palms together. Now straighten the legs. Turn your feet forward. Relax your arms down for a moment. Roll your shoulders back. Lateral lunges. So you might need a little shorter stance. Turn your toes in a little bit. Bend to the side. Doesn't matter which side. Rise up and squeeze, and then bend to the other side. Extend the arms forward a little faster. Bend and lift. Reach and squeeze. As you extend the arms forward, you're feeling your shoulders. As you reach back, you're squeezing into your tricep. Keep the weight in the heels of the feet. You're sending your glutes back like you were trying to tap a chair that was too far behind you. Down and lift. Down and lift. Lower and lift. Your outer leg is straight. As you bend your knee, hip, and ankle are in one straight line. 4 more. 3, adding on in 2. Good. Now hold it to one side. Little pulse, pulse, pulse. Keep pulsing. Just bring your palms to your heart. Little pulse. Send your hips back. 4 more here. 4. Just 3. Adding on in 2. Adding a lift. You bend, twist. Lower and twist. You're rotating your chest towards the lifted knee. So down, twist. Working into the waistline, challenging our balance. Your outer leg stays super straight and strong, pushing the outer edge of the foot down. 4 more. 3, twisting from the waistline. 2. Last one. Hold it here. Take a breath in. Exhale right to the other side. Find a little pulse. Breathe, breathe. Hips are back, chest is up. Feel your quad, your glute. Bend a little deeper into the legs. 4 more. 3, adding our balance challenge in 2. Now you squat and twist. Squat and twist. Pull your abs in really tight. Find that nice rotation. Again, slow it down as much as you need to. Abs are in. Inhale down, exhale, twist. Lower, twist. Lower and twist. 4 more. You got it. Power up through your glutes and your core. 3. Last 2. Last one. Hold it down. And just rise up, roll your shoulders back. Step to the top of your mat. Simple squat just to flush it out. Turn your heels in slightly and your toes slightly out. Again, reach forward, inhale, exhale, just rise. Sit a little deeper now. Hips are back. Squeeze your glutes at the top. We have 30 seconds here. And then we'll be right back on our mat. Down, lift, down, lift, down, lift. Keep it going. 4 more full range. 3, 2. Good. Last one here. Hold it down. Find a nice little pulse. Just pulse. 16 counts. That's it. Sink your hips a little lower. Feel your glutes. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Last 8, 6. Sink a little lower. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rise up. Roll your shoulders back. Bring your feet together. Take your arms to the sky. Capture your left wrist. Inhale. Exhale. Just bend to the right. Press the hips left. Left shoulder draws back. And move through center. Inhale. Exhale. Other side. Grab your right wrist. Press the hips right. Right shoulder draws back. And then back to center. Breathe in. Exhale. Bend back. Press your hips forward. Lift your chest. Inhale. Reach. Exhale. Fold. Flat back on the inhale. Exhale. Squat round and dome. Just curl into a little ball. And take 1 more breath in. As you exhale, plant your palms, step to a plank pose. We'll do a set of tricep push-ups just to get the upper body a little bit more. Squat your hips to your heels. Come forward to a plank, lower, and press. Again, you squat, plank, lower, and press. It's a narrow push-up. So now your elbows are grazing your ribs. You can always use your knees here. Press up, squat back, and then your knees come down. Your hips go down with your chest. Just 4 more. Last 3. Final 2. Strong and steady. Last 1. Child's pose, press back. Full breath in. And slow breath out. We have some glute work. Rise up. First, just take a seat on your heels. Circle out your wrists. Reach your hands behind your back. Interlace your palms. And take a deep breath in. And a slow breath out. Roll your shoulders back. And come to tabletop, simple butt blaster. Shoulders stack over wrists, fingers spread really wide. Lift your right knee off the floor, flex your foot, tuck your hips under. So we're activating our abdominals. You're drawing your navel in and your ribs in. Little press up to start. Just press, press, press. Soften your shoulders out of your ears. Always being mindful about what your upper body is doing too. Tuck under as you press, hamstring, glute. Breathe, breathe. Now hold it up, find a little circle, go up and around. It's a golf ball size circle. So imagine you're tracing your heel around the size of a golf ball. We're still parallel, so push evenly into your hands. Your knee is directly behind your hip, but just a little off the floor. So again, we're tucking under to create that extra resistance. Now reverse it, go in and around, other way, in and around, in and around. Breathe, breathe, carve it out. Hold it here, lower to your forearms, shoulders over elbows, extend and curl. So again, scoop the low belly in, tuck your hips slightly under, squeeze your hamstring and reach. Squeeze, reach, squeeze, reach, squeeze, reach. Your foot is flexed, your toes are drawing up towards the knee joint. That keeps the muscles really active in the back of the leg. Last one here, now hold it straight, just lift it up to finish. The lift is just a little squeeze from your right glute. Tuck the pelvis under, feel where your hamstring, the back of the thigh, connects to the glute, that little ledge, literally lifting your glute away from the back of the thigh. 8 more here, that's it. Nice tight squeeze for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Child's pose, again, just press it back. Take a full breath in. And a slow breath out. Rise up, roll your shoulders back at the top. Take a big breath in, arms to the sky. And again, exhale, just reach your hands behind your back. Take another chest expansion just to open up before we do the other side. And now bring your hands back to the mat, shoulders over wrists. Again, fingers spread wide. Scoop the belly in. Again, draw the lower pelvic floor, navel to spine, and ribs in. Float your left knee off the floor, flex the foot. Notice any excessive arch in the back. You want to do the opposite. So tuck under, a little press to start. Press, press, press. Gazing down, just lengthen through the back of the neck. All 10 fingers spread wide, always thinking about our joints. Push the knuckles down, inner palms down. Roll your inner arm forward. Micro bend your elbows, so avoid locking out the elbow joint. Push up between your shoulder blades. Breathing, breathing. Now hold it up, find your little circle. Circle squeeze, tucking under, trying to carve the movement from the glute muscles. You should feel every part of the glute carving out that circle. And go the other way, in and around, in and around, in and around. Pull your abs in, do a little spine check if you feel any overarching. Tuck the hips down as you're pushing up against that resistance. Now hold the circle, lower to your forearms, and extend and bend. Just straighten and bend, reach and squeeze. Try to take any momentum or kicking out of it. Tuck the pelvis under, feel left hamstring. Relax your neck and shoulders. Bend, extend, bend, extend. Last one here, hold it super straight, re-tuck the hips under, just lift to finish. So you're squeezing right from that left glute, from the ledge, lift and lift and lift. Pressing into the forearms, reach the crown of the head forward. 16 counts, that's it. Little squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Just 8 to go, last 8. Final 6, breathing for 4, 3, 2, hold it up, inhale, and exhale, child's pose. Stretch it back, take a big breath in, and a slow breath out. And come forward onto your belly. We'll do another spinal exercise, and then some outer hip and glute, and some abs, and stretch, and you'll be all finished. Reach your arms forward, turn your thumbs up, look down, exhale the breath. As you inhale, lift up, and then find your big exhales as you switch. So strong exhale breath, just swimming the arms and legs. And just 16 counts, strengthening into the glutes. Look down to keep the neck really long, working all the way through the back body. Last 8. Just 6, reach through your fingers and toes for 4, 3, 2, pause here, lift everything up, take one more inhale. And exhale, release, child's pose, press into the palms. Knees draw wide, rest your forehead on the mat. And now walk your hands to the right side of your space, ground your left sit bone, just stretch up the side body. And walk your hands through center, other side, ground the right sit bone. And then back to center, rise up. Lay on the right side of your mat. And just prop yourself up on your right forearm. Your shoulder stacks over your elbow. Extend your legs really long and pull your belly in. Take your left fingertips, push your left fingertips down. Lift your left leg up, turn your toes a little bit down, and just start with a circle. Very controlled circle. Pull your abs in. Control any rocking in the spine or the hips. So you're using your deep low belly. Ribs are in, navel in. And reverse it, go the other way. And feeling this movement coming from the outer glute, outer hip, outer thigh. Okay, now hold it center, lift it up a little higher, resist it down. Notice if you start to sink into the right shoulder, lift out of the shoulders, up, down, down. Just 2 more like this. Last one, slow. Now single counts, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower. Just 4 more. 3, adding on in 2. Hold it here. You can do this. Sweep your leg forward. Turn your toes down. Just lift to finish. Lift. Push more into your left fingertips and forearm. Lift out of your shoulders. A lot of outer hip, outer glute. Core stability required. 8 more. Keep it up there. 6 more. Last 4, 3, 2. Hold it up. Take a breath in. Exhale, just release it down. Take your left foot now in front of the right thigh. Flex your right foot. Lift your right foot off the floor. Little pulse. Inner thigh work. You're not here for a long 30 seconds. Just lift, 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 lift. Straighter, stronger leg. Again, extending out of your spine. So still thinking about the upper body, still using your core strength. Halfway. Lift, lift, lift. Straighter leg. Try to get it a little higher. Strong inner thigh for 8. Last 6, breathing. Just 4, 3, 2, hold it up, take a breath in. And exhale, release. Lay on your back for a moment, draw your knees into your heart, give a loving squeeze, rock side to side. And then just rock up, we'll switch sides. So now you'll be on your left side. Prop yourself up on your forearm. Again, line your body from your heels through your hips. Rather than sinking into the shoulders, you're pushing down to lift up. Now your right fingertips are facing down. Flex your feet, lift the right leg, turn the toes a little bit down. Find your circle to start. Little circle. An outer hip, outer glute, outer thigh. Using your abs super strong for stability, try to lengthen the tailbone under, which means you're lifting your hip pointer slightly up. And the more you push those right fingertips down, the more stability you're creating. Now reverse it, go the other way. Circle, squeeze, circle, squeeze. Okay, so we're almost there. Final few minutes of effort. You just have one set of abs after this and we'll stretch it out. Now hold your circle, lift up, up higher, resist it down, and lift out of the shoulders. Resist. You're going to feel your obliques here too, the sides of the abs. Now single counts, just lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. Just 4 more here, last 4, 3, adding on in 2, you're almost there. Hold it up, sweep your leg forward, turn your toes down, lift it up to finish. You have to use your abs at this point. Push down, lift up. Get the right leg even straighter. Turn your toes down, lift, and lift. 8 more, last 8. Final 6. Just 4, 3, 2. Take a breath in. As you exhale, bring your right foot in front of your left leg. Flex your left foot, lift the leg up. Just lift. Again, just 30 seconds. That's it. Lift and lift. Again, propping up out of the shoulders. Lift. Try to get the leg a little straighter, a little bit higher. Up and up. And up halfway, 16 counts. Just 8 more, lift. 6 more, straighter, stronger. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lay on your back, hug your knees into your heart. Give yourself another gentle squeeze, rock side to side. And take a full breath in and a slow breath out. Bring your left foot to the floor. Start by just extending the right leg to the sky. Hold onto your hamstring, lift your chest up. You can stay here, hold onto the hamstring, then extend the left leg long. Pulse in for 2, and then switch sides. Pulse for 2, and switch. Pulse for 2, and switch. Pulse for 2, and switch. Pulse, and switch. Pulse, and switch. This is your last bit of effort, and then we get a really nice stretch. Single counts. Right and left. Lift your shoulder blades up a little higher. Pull your belly button in. So rather than just pulling the legs in towards you, lift your chest up using your core strength. Drive your navel down and in towards your mat. Keep going. Just take your hands behind your head. You're on your last 30 seconds. Elbows are wide. Exhaling as you switch. Now add a rotation. Opposite shoulder, opposite knee, opposite shoulder, opposite knee. Exhaling as you switch. 16 counts, that's all you have left. Reach all the way through your toes. Try to get the legs straighter and stronger. Last 8. Just 6. Lift and squeeze for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug your knees into your heart. Rest your head down, rock side to side. Awesome job. And then take a good morning stretch. Reach and lengthen through the side bodies. Take a full breath in and a slow breath out. Now draw your knees into your heart. We'll get a nice little stretch. Find a happy baby. Let your knees fall wide. You can grab your ankles, your feet, or peace fingers around your toes, which is my favorite. Just keep your hips and your head down. Option to straighten and extend through the legs. Feel a little more inner thigh. And then draw your knees together. I like to take the weights off here because it just feels better when you stretch. So if you have them on, I recommend just taking them off really quick. And now bring your left foot down, cross your right ankle over your left thigh for a figure 4 stretch. Option to thread the needle, lift the left foot off the floor, reach the right hand through the window of the thighs. Use your right elbow to encourage the right thigh open. And now keep the shape of the legs, just expand your arms, take a breath in. As you exhale, let the figure 4 shape fall to the left and then gaze out over your right shoulder. If you want more here, you can let your right leg slide all the way around the left and bend the left knee. Take your right hand to your left foot. Draw your heel in for a nice little quad stretch. And deepening your breath, send it to the areas of tightness or tension you're holding. And slowly unwind to center, hug your knees into your heart, give a little squeeze, and then switch sides. Figure 4, right ankle crosses, or rather left ankle crosses. And then again, thread the needle. If you did on the first side, use the left elbow to press the left thigh back. And again, keep the shape of the legs, open your arms, take a breath in. Exhale, let your legs fall to the right and gaze to the left. And go where you did before. Again, the left leg can wrap all the way around. Your left hand reaches for the right foot and draw the heel in if you'd like that extra quad stretch option. Again, just an option. And mindfully back to center. Hug your knees into your heart, give another loving squeeze. And then grab for your hamstrings, just rock up to a seat on your mat. Extend your legs forward, flex your feet, soften your knees enough to sit up tall, reach up as you inhale. Hinge from your hips and fold over your legs as you exhale, just opening into the back of the body. And then slowly rise, roll your shoulders back, cross your ankles. Plant your palms, find tabletop, shoulders over wrists. Inhale to cow pose, belly falls, lift the gaze. And exhale, cat, rounded dome, chin to chest, navel in. And move through a few more cycles on your own with your breath. Add any other movements that feel good or needed in your body, wrist or ankle, circles, hips, weights. And then back to neutral, tuck your toes, downward facing dog, pedal out your feet, get a really nice stretch through your calves, your hamstrings, your spine. And take one more inhale. And exhale, walk your hands all the way back to your feet, bend your knees a lot, reach your hands behind your back, interlace your palms, let your arms draw forward, and get a really nice stretch. And take one more breath in. And exhale, release, chin to chest, roll up one vertebra at a time. Let your head be the very last thing to rise. Roll your shoulders back at the top, bring your feet to touch, take a deep inhale, arms to the sky. And exhale, join your palms together at your heart center. Thank you so much for joining and being part of my community and joining this class. I hope you feel great. Make sure you stretch a little more if you need to. Maybe take a vinyasa class or a yin or restorative class after this one or sometime in the next few days. As always, hydrate, drink a lot of water, eat nourishing foods, and have a beautiful day, and I'll see you guys soon.